Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Caleb. I am the founder of Taurify. We are a marketing agency that helps painting companies scale by mastering Facebook and Google ads, getting you more leads, booking you more estimates so that you can close more jobs and just make more money. And today in this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 major things that you need to master if you want to have a crazy successful Facebook advertising campaign. These are all the things that we go over with our clients, and today we're going to pull back the curtain. I'm going to give you a behind the scenes view here of the 3 major things that you got to focus on if you're running Facebook ads. So starting off at number 1 here, this is what starts everything. You got to bring the leads in the first place. You have to get cost-effective leads at a solid price from people who know who you are, like you, and trust you. So how exactly do we do that, and what the heck does that all mean? So first off, let's start with the cost here. You got to be able to get leads in at a somewhat manageable price. If you are paying $300, $400, $500 for a lead for a painting project, that's way too much, and you're never going to be able to actually hit the numbers that you need, no matter how good your process is to make this cost effective here. Now, this number can depend on your market. If you are in a super crazy busy market, then the cost per lead will be more expensive. Keep in mind, these platforms, especially Facebook and Google, they are an auction. You are bidding against the other painting companies in your area. So if you have 100 different competitors, your cost might be kind of high. But on the flip side, if there's not many other people there, you can get really good cost per leads cheaply. So it just depends on how many people are running ads at the exact same time as you, what time of year it is, and stuff like that. But to put an actual number on this, you want to be usually below $70 per lead. Sometimes you can get as great as $20, $30 per lead. Sometimes it's as expensive as like 70, 80, but realistically, like the top markets that we've ever seen are like $70 per lead. Something a little bit more manageable. If you can run anywhere between $40 per lead and $60 per lead, then usually you're doing pretty solid. So the next part to this here is getting people who know who you are, like you, and trust you. So how do you do that? You get in front of them through ads. So you show your face, show your company, walk them through the process, and position yourself as an authority and the go-to guy in your area for the services that you offer. Getting in front of the camera, showing your face, showing your crew, introducing them to the people they'll be working with is going to make them feel a lot more comfortable inviting you into their home and choosing you to get that project. At the end of the day, people buy from people. They don't buy from businesses. So if we can get them to know, like, and trust you, then you'll be set. Now, keep all of this stuff in mind when you are building the creative. So what I mean by that is like the pictures or videos that you are using while you're running your Facebook ad. And I'm gonna give you a couple of examples here. I'm gonna play 2 different ads here that are killing it for one of our clients right now. And we're gonna kind of break these down on what's going on here. So let's roll these now.
Hey, my name is Nick, owner of Pocono Pros Power Washing Painting. I'm enjoying the view on the lake, soaking it in, but today my crew's here on site. Homeowner just purchased this house last week, needed an interior repaint, so let's take a look. This is the master bedroom. My guys are here on site, prepping the rooms. Fortunately for us, no furniture in here yet, so prep work was very quick. Get things set up. As you see here, we tape all of our floors, put some paper down, cover it, cover the ceilings. Prep work is the most important part in here when painting an interior project. Let's keep going. Right here, we got the kitchen. We're doing ceilings, walls, and trim. So right now, we're just tackling out the ceilings, getting the trim. It's very important. Homeowner wanted a off-white color with a little bit of cream tint to it, so we went with an off-white vanilla from Sherwin-Williams.
Your home is more than 4 walls. It's a reflection of who you are. A statement of pride, a place where memories are made. At Pocono Pros Painting and Power Washing, we believe your home deserves more than a quick spray and a coat of paint. It deserves craftsmanship. It deserves precision. It deserves the kind of care you'd expect from a team that treats every project like it's their own home. We use only the highest quality materials, industry-leading techniques, and detailed prep work, because true beauty is in the preparation you don't see and the results you can't ignore. Pocono Pros Painting and Power Washing, craftsmanship you can see, care you can feel. Schedule your consultation today and see what excellence really looks like.
So let's break down what actually happened in those ads and some of the really key points that are helping to get him a great cost per lead here. And the cost per lead for these ads right now is chilling right at about $23 to $24 cost per lead. So very, very cost effective here. And creatives are going to help you do that. If you can nail the ads, then you'll be set here. So what made these so great? Number one, Nick got in front of the camera. He talked about himself, talked about his company, and the types of things that they're going to be doing for you. And they're actually showing that at a project here. And that's really, really important here. You got to introduce yourself in some way, shape, or form. One of those videos was a little different, kind of an overview talking about the team here, and another one was more personal there, but a little bit of both. They both kind of appeal to different people here. He introduced himself, not just himself, but also the team as well, on kind of who's going to be doing this. Hey, we're with our team right now, and you see some nice pictures of them, all together. And another thing that he's doing really important is he's establishing trust. He's talking about the prep work, how that comes into play here, why that's so important. Obviously, prep is everything. And he's also positioning himself as an authority figure in this space. By talking about these types of things, customers see, oh, okay, this guy and his crew, they know what they're doing. I'm going to choose them for my next job. And the next part that I really like here, and I'm going to really, really hit on this because it's very important, is that with Facebook ads, you get out what you put in. If you put out crappy ads, then you're going to get crappy leads. You want to appeal to your ideal customer. So your ideal customer, if I had to guess, probably doesn't want the cheapest price. They probably really care about the quality of work. They really care about the prep work that's going to be done. They care about high quality materials. They are a good, more wealthy client that can pay for better services and wants a better service. They don't want the cheap guy who is going to do a really crappy job and not show up and not do what he says he's going to do. They want somebody who they can trust. So if you can see in that video, he was really, really talking about those things. So again, when you make these ads, appeal to your ideal customer. And lastly, it was wrapped up with a call to action to get a consultation or a free estimate done. Very nice. People don't know what to do if you don't tell them what you want. Number two, the next big thing that you really, really, really got to lock in to have a very successful Facebook advertising campaign. And that is going to be the appointment setting process. So what do you actually do once a lead comes in? Now, this part right here is where a lot of people really fall short. They think that they have a marketing problem, but realistically, there is an appointment setting problem. If you get a lead on Friday and you don't call them back until Monday, they have probably already found someone else, maybe forgot that they contacted you in the first place, or worse, chose to go with one of your competitors. Once those leads come in, there needs to be diligence and care to manage those leads to book them into estimates. So what does that actually look like? There's going to be three major things within appointment setting that are going to help you to maximize your leads and book the most amount of estimates out of them. Number one, and the most important, is going to be speed to lead. Literally, you got to be contacting these people within 5 minutes. And that alone is going to take care of most of your problems for you. But if you don't answer the phone or call them back hours later, again, they probably already called someone else to take care of the job for them. Number two is going to be follow up. This day and age, you really have to remind people, continuously follow up with them, and they're going to probably forget about you if there's not some kind of reminder there for them. This is not like a hand-delivered referral on a silver platter. You have to follow up and nurture these leads properly. And the last big thing that is going to help you knock your appointment setting out of the park is going to be getting a really, really, really good lead management software. So a CRM. What that is it's a way to track your leads and squeeze the absolute most out of them. We recommend using Drip Jobs. It is one of the absolute best CRMs in the world for painting contractors. And we actually have a partnership with them. We're one of their top partners. And if you use code T60 at checkout, you get 60 days for free, so you can try it out, squeeze the most out of your leads, manage them properly, give out estimates, all this fancy cool stuff, and all for free for the first 60 days. So click on the link below. If you want to give it a shot, I highly, highly, highly recommend using Drip Jobs to kind of help you manage all these leads. Again, you can't improve your business if you don't track it. So tracking, that's going to be the, kind of last nail in the coffin for appointment setting. And if you do all this right, you should be able to book at least a absolute bare minimum of 30%. So if you get 100 leads, you should be going to at least 30 estimates. If you are not hitting that number, that is a good indication that there is something going wrong in this appointment setting process. Number 3, and the final thing that you got to nail here when it comes to running a successful Facebook ads campaign is you got to be able to close deals. Good marketing won't make up for bad selling skills. So really invest in yourself, invest in your team, and do whatever it takes to get better at sales. A lot of common things that we see in this whole sales is that people don't treat going to an estimate like selling something. You have to sell the job. Don't just take orders. Painting is a little bit different than some of the other services out there. With painting, nobody really needs their kitchen cabinets painted. A lot of the times, it's not a need. This is an emotional purchase. This is an emotional buy. People want their kitchen to look fresh. They want their home to look better. So treat it as such. Capitalize on those things. Make them feel better and make them feel comfortable. Be a cut above and really capitalize on the whole process here. It's a little bit different than something like plumbing, for example. If there is a big hole in my ceiling and there's water leaking through it, a plumber doesn't need to convince me that there's a problem. But you might need to sell me a little bit on repainting my kitchen cabinets. It's just that a lot of the times, unfortunately, it's not a need. So capitalize on that emotion. Another strategy that a lot of our very successful clients have is they offer multiple different options for purchasing their services. It's not just one price, one thing, one job. They'll offer kind of a small, medium, and large to fit whatever their price point or their package or whatever they want. So it might be $5,000 to repaint the kitchen cabinets. It might be $7,000 to do a full resurfacing, sanding, and then repainting them. Or it might be $15,000 to do that, plus the living room, plus some other stuff with some high quality materials. So you can change the level of quality, the scope of work to kind of fit their budget here. I love offering people multiple different options. It's what we do for our clients internally and also what a lot of our successful painters do as well. They'll offer multiple different packages. So it's not just one price, take it or leave it. You can kind of have some options and sell that way. So what does success look like when it comes to sales? This number is 25%. So if you go to 4 estimates, you gotta close at least one of them. If you go to 40 estimates, you should really be closing at least 10 of those. If that number is below, that's a good indication that there's something going on in this sales process that's not quite fitting properly. Maybe your prices are off, maybe the skills are off, the presentation, maybe you're taking way too long to present. You gotta be presenting on site. There's a lot of different things that could be happening here, but if you're dipping below that number, that's kind of a good indication that something's going on. Those are the 3 major things that if you can nail all 3 of them, you will have copious amounts of success in your Facebook advertising campaigns. And this right here are the 3 major things that we focus on for our clients, the ones that we take on and work with internally here at Taurify. A couple things that we do is we manage, number 1, so we take care of getting all those leads in the first place, and we work with you to get those creative, film some nice stuff, things like that. Number 2 is the appointment setting. So once those leads come in, we have a team of appointment setters that calls those leads, qualifies them, and then books them into that estimate right into your Drip Jobs account there. And number 3 is we have trainings and coachings to help make sure that your sales skills are as good as possible so that you can not only just get all those estimates, but also close as many of those as possible as well. But for our clients that we take on, there are a few requirements that they need to hit first. So number 1 is you gotta be making at least $250,000 in revenue per year. If you're not at that point yet, it's probably not gonna make sense to work together. So those are the people that we work with. Next up is you got to have or be committed to having a good sales process. We can get to the leads and we can even book those into estimates for you. But if there's not a good sales process in line, then it's going to be really hard for you to hit the numbers that you need. And again, we help you with that, but you got to be committed. And last up, for our clients that we take on, you have to be in an open service area. We only work with one client per location, and if that spot is taken, we will not be able to work with you. So if you are looking to partner with a company that can help you bring in these leads and also book them into high quality estimates, then click the link below if you qualify and book a discovery Zoom call with us. We'll get into a little bit how this works, see if you're the right fit, and kind of take it from there. So click link below if you hit some of those qualifications here. And if not, I hope this video was valuable to you guys so you can run some successful Facebook advertising campaigns for your businesses and take it to the next level. Happy hunting, everyone. Bye.